Sylvia Warren, who I'm very, very pleased to know and call a friend. She's also a mastermind buddy of mine. She's an executive coach. More specifically, she's a leadership consciousness coach. And she has an MBA. She transforms leaders through global wisdom practices and travel. And she really knows what she's talking about, as she is a really phenomenal world traveler with tons of experience visiting areas all around the globe. Her Simply the Best coaching programs and 15-minute virtual vacations help executives and entrepreneurs like you deal with conflicting priorities and focus on simple, elegant solutions. So you leverage your leadership into more effective communications, consistently better decisions, and inspired business practices without sacrificing yourself or your team on the altar of work. When you boldly answer your leader's call to adventure, these transformational leadership experiences create soul-satisfying meaning in your work and life, enriching you and the ways you make a significant positive difference in the world. And amen to that. So welcome, Sylvia.
Thank you, Lori. It's delightful to be here.
What inspired you to combine, the work that you're doing as a consciousness coach and the travel?
Well, I love this question because it speaks to my two greatest loves in the work, which really is transformation. I mean, all the business, the leadership work that I do, it's really about transformation. It's literally thrilling for me to see the wondrous ways in which folks transform, and it's really exciting stuff. So there's. I was looking for a way, since I've been doing this for 11 years now, and I was looking for a way to really bring my two loves together: my love of transformation and my lifelong love affair with travel.
Mm-hmm.
And what I realized when I started asking, well, what might be possible here, is that I actually had been doing it, but very informally. I'd actually been doing it with clients when they would get stuck or when they needed to start to be able to sense what wasn't visible. I might tell them a story like the one about Angkor Wat in terms of possibilities. Or I might say to them, it's interesting you have that idea because, in Bali they have this practice and it's based on this perception. And I wonder how you might use that in this situation. And so it occurred to me that there was a real opportunity to not only sort of formalize this, but to also help clients in what has been a repetitive theme over, truthfully, the last 11 years for clients. And that is, no matter how high an achiever you are, no matter how successful you are, overwhelm is a constant companion.
Yeah.
And so, I've been literally listening to this for 11 years. It's just that now it's become so loud that it's like the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And so I wanted a way to use transformational travel to actually take people out of overwhelm. And because that's the experience they have when they work with me. But I wanted a way to be able to give them that so that they could basically have that wherever they are, whenever they needed it. And then they could actually, from that, be in a different environment, one that was so different that it would allow them to begin to see what's possible. It would allow them to begin to sense the invisible. It would actually give them a very, contained experience of another place, of other people, of other cultures, of even other times, that where the way of the past is the way forward because the essences have been brought forward and are still being used in terms of certain wisdom practices in timeless traditions. And so that really became the genesis for 15-minute virtual vacations, guided audio journeys, basically, so that clients could have that. And then they could have questions at the end that would allow them to sort of, to really look at the context, to look at the connection, and to feel a different level of communion, that was really tied to their trust and their knowing and their decisiveness.
Right. So basically creating another context or reframing things so that they could open themselves up to possibilities.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.